My last video of the day. So I wanted to do, uh, I just wanted to talk about my experience going to the NBA YoungBoy concert. So this was his first concert. I went to the first night in Dallas since he's been released from prison, and I guess it's been a total of 5 years. Now I'm gonna say this: I wasn't a NBA YoungBoy fan, because he's not really in my age group, and I felt so awkward being there because there was a lot of younger kids, and I just felt like, oh my God, I'm the TD of, I'm so out of place. Why am I here, my overgrown ass? But I feel like every time I go to a concert, it's just like motivation and inspirational to me. Y'all, when I say these children love him, know every song from start to finish. It was so packed. When I say from all the way to the nosebleed, the top of the arena to the bottom, every row was packed. So they had some openers. By the time I got there, I was only able to see Tusi, Offset, and somebody from Oak Cliff, somebody that was from Dallas. Um, Tusi set was okay. Like I said, I'm not a fan of his as well. I'm not super familiar with his music, and only like the things that I know about him is like about his relationship and his baby mama. And I know that from TikTok, and I don't even really know that. Um, as far as Offset did a few songs, well, maybe like 5 to 6 songs from like his new project. And then he started getting into his catalog, getting into his bag. Of course, Bad and Bougie was his last song. And I know he said something that really stood out to me. He was just like, they counted me out. They didn't even think that I was gonna be here. And he was like, well, when you believe in yourself and you keep on going, nobody could stop you. And I just really resonated with that. And I was just so happy that I was able to be there in real time to hear him say that or whatever, because it just resonated so much with me. It took a minute, I'm gonna say that for sure. Like, I don't think NBA YoungBoy got on the stage until it was like almost 10 o'clock. The curfew for the concert was 11. I wound up leaving early because I was tired, Momo, ready to go to bed. And I kind of wanted to miss traffic. Like, I didn't want to be in all the confusion of like, people getting picked up after the concert. But this boy came out in a casket. This has always been my ick with NBA YoungBoy. Like, how he speak of death, how he always like bringing up death. I've just never been a fan of that. That's what kind of just really turned me away from his music. But graduating from LSU and living in Baton Rouge for some time, I was already hip to his music because unknowingly it was always being played around me. So a lot of the songs he was singing, I kind of already kind of like knew little bits and pieces of it because I've heard it at tailgates, at different, like in cars in Baton Rouge or just in the city or whatever. And I like how his stage set, it was like a neighborhood. Like, you could tell it was a neighborhood in Baton Rouge. I love the fact that he had dancers. I thought that was just like an element. Like, I just was like, I love this. I love that he incorporated professional dancers on his set. Y'all, when I say he was running through the motherfucking songs, like he was running through them songs. Like, maybe he was doing probably a minute and 30 seconds top of each song. So that was really cool to witness as well. You could just kind of see that it felt so good for him to be back and to be back on stage in his element. I just think it's also crazy that I looked up his age. He's only 25. He's born in 1999. And to have that level of success is just amazing. Yeah, I really did enjoy the show. It made me, like, right after the show, I went to go look up some NBA YoungBoy songs. I wanted to listen to his new album. And I was pissed that I left before Kevin Gates performed. Y'all know I'm a Kevin Gates stan, baby. I would have loved that. But like I said, I've seen Kevin Gates millions of times. And that was my very first time seeing YoungBoy, y'all. So I did YoungBoy Monday and then Chris Brown Tuesday. Y'all, and when I say it just gave me so much motivation to get in my bag and start back writing and to really get what I want from this music shit and stop playing and stop letting things hinder me and just stay focused and stay on my path, because look at the rewards. Like, it's just like to see them on the stage and you have the same dream and you still haven't got to that level of success. It bothers me. So I'm like, let me do what I gotta do. So it's no more excuses. But yeah, that was my experience at the NBA YoungBoy concert. It was so cool. Um, and the FYI, which I don't know if they do this. I don't feel like they do this in New Orleans, but I could be wrong, because I don't even remember how my experience was when I went to Essence in the Superdome. But out here, when you go to the arena, it's card only or tap only. It's no cash, girl. So I'm bringing cash. Like, all right, this is the safest option. Like, everybody take cash. That lady was like, card only. I was like, what the fuck? So if you're going to a concert in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, please bring your card, because baby, they is not taking that paper money. All right, love you, bye.